Hello guys, it's Lucas, the Transformers Blitzwing fan here, and today I am back with another retrospective. In today's retrospective, it's finally time to get down into a Decepticon that I have not done. This is the retrospective of that Decepticon spy, the Decepticon with cassette tape players and master of boombox, Soundwave. Now, the original Soundwave toy started out in 1983. It transformed into a boombox cassette tape player, and then supported by Hasbro in 1984 to become one of the first year of the Transformers toy line. Soundwave, very characterized as the Decepticon spy, and always thinks that he's more than everyone else, say that he's superior. Soundwave was one of the main characters of the Transformers animated series. From the very beginning of the show and throughout its first 2 seasons, he was always there beside Megatron in his little cassette tape players, which can turn into creatures such as Laserbeak, turning into a bird, Ravage as a panther, and Rumble as a robot. And later on, he had more cassette tape players of his own, mates of his own, Buzzsaw, Ratbat, and Frenzy, who was treated as Rumble's brother. And Soundwave was a main part of the cast. He remained a part of its cast throughout its first 2 seasons. And earned his role. The continuation of his toy in 1986 allowed him to survive in the Transformers G1 movie. And Soundwave appeared also in Season 3 with more appearances. And I don't know for sure, you guys, but I think, eventually Soundwave's toy was discontinued by probably 1987 or 1988. Not really sure, you guys, but either way, I think later on his toy was discontinued a year later and stuff like that. Then the very next version of Soundwave was developed for the live-action movies. This version of Soundwave, way more monstrous, and having Ravage and Laserbeak. He looked way more monstrous in this form. Then the very next version of Soundwave was developed for Transformers Animated. This version of Soundwave was a toy of Sari Sumnak that she had gotten, who, once she used her key on it, he evolved into this Decepticon right here. Then, the very next version of Soundwave was developed for 2010's Transformers Prime animated series. This version of Soundwave, kind of like Familiar's G1 model, with having just Laserbeak but no Ravage here. Then, the very next version of Soundwave was developed for 2018's Transformers Cyberverse animated series. This version of Soundwave kind of bringing back his familiar G1 look, but looked incredibly different. And finally, the very last version of Soundwave was developed for 2020's Netflix series War for Cybertron Trilogy. This version of Soundwave, very different design than his G1 model, bringing back his familiar design, but his eyes were not red this time, they were yellow. Well, anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on that bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace, y'all, peace!